Hi everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we'll be building the top header of the Instagram UI we discussed last time, right? So let's see the UI once more time. So we have a header over here, as you can see. There's an icon, a camera icon, a text, and then followed by another chat icon over here. So let's move to our code and see how we can implement this. So once we go on to Visual Studio Code, as you can see over here, we have a sample code, and I think you guys must have the text from our previous setup video, right? I just removed that, and now my output looks something like this. It's an empty white screen, right? Now the only thing I did here apart from that is I created a new folder here called as sorry, the folder has already been there assets. I just added few images inside that. So as you can see, if you click the camera icon, the heart icon, the home icon, these are all the icons that I added. These are icons which we need to use throughout this course. So for example, this camera icon over here and this chat icon. You guys can download these icons from a website called as Flat Icon. This one right here. You can search for the icon name and you can download it from here and use. Right. And once you download that, you can add it over here. So let's jump to the code. We'll go to app.js, which is our entry point into our app. So there is some placeholder code already there here. As you can see, there is an import statement with where we are importing style sheet and view. These are called core components of React Native, which React Native gives us out of the box. We don't have to do anything to get them, right? So that is why they're called as core components. And then we have defined a function over here called it app, and that function is basically returning a view, a component basically, right? And that component right now has a view component defined inside it, and that view has a prop called as style, and we have defined the style name as container. And where did we define the style? Over here. We've given it a flex value of 1 and a background color of white. So I think that part is pretty much clear. Now let's start building the actual header for Instagram, right? So for that, we will create another view and we will give it a style, and we'll name that style header container. Inside this view, we'll be adding 3 elements. So what are those 3 elements? One image, one text, followed by another image. Now, how do I write an image? You can go to the documentation. You can refer image over here, and you'll get the sample code. So I'm going to copy it directly from here and then just paste it. And I'll just change it to logo style. So this is the name of a style we are going to give this particular image. And instead of this path, I will be pointing it to an image inside my assets folder. It's plain and simple, that's all. So how do I give that path? Dot slash, it will give me the hierarchy, the whole hierarchy. I can select assets and then slash and give the name. Here we would need a camera icon, right? So let's see if we have a camera. Yeah, we have a camera.png. So we can just simply write camera.png, right? Now if I save it and if I go to my Android Studio, so there is a small error. What was that error? Okay, we have created this. We need to. This is not style. This is styles. So let's save this. Yeah, we have created this image over here, and there's still an error. Why is that? And it is saying property image doesn't exist. Why? Because we haven't imported that image property. Initially, when I said we imported view and style sheet, and that is why we were able to use style sheet and view. We haven't imported image yet. So let's do that. Put a comma and write image. Save it and go back to Android Studio. The error is gone. Now we can see the image icon, right? So now let's style the image icon. So this is logo style. I will give it a, no, before that we can style the header container. Let's click the header container. We'll give it a style of, we'll give it a justify content. We'll give it space between. We'll come back to the styles later. Okay, we'll just simply give it as one style here right now. And for the logo, we need to do something different. What is that? As you can see, the logo is very expanded right now. We need it a small one, right? So let's define a height for that logo. 40, width 40. Save it, and it is shrunk now. It is on the top left side of the screen, right? Now we have added one logo. We need one text and another logo, right? So let's add another text here. We'll write text, and the text value will be Instagram. Now, will this throw an error or not? Let's see. it has thrown an error. Why is that? I did not add the text property. So don't forget to add the text property. Any properties or any elements that you import from React Native, you need to define it on the import statement. So I added the text to the import statement, and now the error is gone. And after that, I will create another image. Let's create another image, and this one will be pointing to this particular image, paper-plain.png. So let's rename it to paper-plain.png, and I think it should have the same style as the first one. Okay, so let's keep it logo style only. And if we go to Android Studio, we can see 3 things are added now. Okay, now let's style the text. We'll add a style for the text. We'll name it styles dot heading text style. No, heading text is enough. So let's give a style value here. I will increase the font size to 40. Yeah, maybe 35 is correct. Yes. Now I need these 3. Now they are coming vertically, right? One below the other. I need them horizontally. Now how do we do that? We can make use of a style property called as flex direction. We'll use flex direction and we'll give it the value row and comma, and it should bring everything side by side. Now we will add some padding to the top. Okay, let's add some padding. Margin, we'll add some margin. Margin top would be, let's say, 20. Now we'll add it. I think we can add 5 more value to it, maybe 25. Let's give it 30. Yeah, 30 looks good. Now we need to maybe shrink this too and maybe make this Instagram bigger, because that is how it looks in the final output, right? These two are very tiny and this one is a bit big one. So ignore the font for now. We'll deal with the font later. Now let's decrease the size of the logo. Let's make it 30. Yeah, they're a bit smaller. Now let's increase the size to 45. Looks good. Let's add some margin top values of 10. So come down a little. Now let's add some margin start and end value. Start 10, margin end 10. Okay, now it kind of looks like the Instagram heading, right? Header, right? We have 2 icons, one on the left, one on the right, and then we have a text in between. I think we can bring these 2 icons a little bit more down. Let's give it 15, save it. Yeah, now it looks aligned. Now these 2 are on the left and right side, and the Instagram text is in the middle. Now that's all for this section. We have completely successfully implemented the header of Instagram. In the next section, coming up video, we'll be covering the story section, where we'll have these circular images and there's a text, and this will be horizontally scrollable. We'll be able to scroll through these elements and see. So until then, keep watching.